Okay, so let's take a look at questions number 13 and 14 for today. So number 13, given the diagram below, give an expression that represents the length of B. Assume the input to any trigonometric expression is in degrees, so you don't need to write the degree symbol. So no degree symbol is necessary. So looking at here, my 80 degrees, obviously not the corner at the bottom right. It is this corner here. It just didn't fit. This is my hypotenuse because the biggest side of the three. And from my 80 degrees farthest away, that's the opposite, and close to is the adjacent. I don't know anything about the opposite, so I'm only going to use adjacent and hypotenuse. So I'm thinking, okay, what do I know in this case? What fraction, what ratio is adjacent and hypotenuse? I remember from the acronym, so I'm thinking, okay, what ratio uses adjacent and hypotenuse? From our SOHCAHTOA, that was ka, so I'm going to be using cosine. So let me write this as cosine of 80. Do keep in mind that my 80, I don't know if you see it, my 80, I have it in parentheses. Do keep in mind that that's how we write this. So cosine of 80 is equal to 22 over b. Okay, my goal here it is, let's have the b by itself. If the b was on top, if it was b over 22, it would be nice. Let's multiply both sides by 22 and we're done. But in this case, we have the b at the bottom. So I'm still going to multiply both sides by b. I'm going to multiply both sides by the bottom part. So that means these two b's cancel out. And then I have b, let me write this up here, b times cosine of 80 is equal to 22. Okay. What would I need to do to get b by itself? Well, let me divide all of this by cosine of 80. Now, the ratios, so when I'm talking about sine, cosine, tangent, the whole thing, cosine of 80 is the whole thing together. Don't divide both things by 80 and leave the cosine by itself. No, it's cosine of 80, it goes all or none. So my b, to solve this, how I would write this, I will go 22 divided by cosine of 80. That's it. I don't need you guys to solve it. I'm just asking, how would you solve it? Remember how the instruction says give an expression that represent the length of b. 22 divided by cosine of 80. Right now, we don't know how to simplify this. We don't know how to solve this, which we will. We will pretty soon. Okay, not bad. How about here? Given the diagram below, give an expression that represents the length of y. Assume the input to any trigonometric expression is in degrees, so no degree symbol is necessary. Okay, so my 53 is this corner. That's where my theta is. So I know the biggest side is the hypotenuse. Here, farthest away, it's the opposite. So that means close to is the adjacent. I'm not using hypotenuse because I have no idea what hypotenuse is, the value of hypotenuse. So I'm using O and A. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm using O and A. From the acronym, SOHCAHTOA, which part use O and A? Well, in this case, we're going to say, well, that was TOA. That means that we're going to be calling this tangent. So let me go tangent of 53. I know it's opposite over adjacent, so it's y over 9. Nice. Now the letters on the top, so that's actually a little bit easier. Let me just multiply both sides by 9, because that way these 9s cancel out. And I'm going to get 9 times tangent of 53 is equal to y. So this is what I'm expecting you guys to write. 9 times tangent of 53. On question number 13, this is what I'm expecting you guys to write. 22 over cosine of 80. Now, interesting that something I do want to point out. My cosine, my tangent, or if I was to use sine, notice I'm using lowercase letters. So when you guys type them in, when you guys answered, do type in lowercase letters only. Don't capitalize any. And also notice for cosine of 80, the 80 is inside parentheses. Notice I did the same for tangent of 53. Don't forget your parentheses. Okay? All lowercase, don't forget parentheses.